I love banana. Yes, I love a singular banana. Not the yellow fruit, I'm talking about the blue banana. I'm talking about banana with a capital B. Banana is a hyacinth macaw at Audubon Zoo's Wings of the World aviary. I was first introduced to her and the other parrots there about 1 year ago when my boyfriend took me to Audubon Zoo as a date. At that time, he was also a volunteer for Audubon's zoo, aquarium, and insectarium. And he would always do tours at Wings of the World. Because he was a tour guide, he got to learn about many of the parrots, especially Banana, through Haley Wachman. She is an avian specialist at Wings of the World and Audubon Zoo in general, and she is Banana's personal caretaker and trainer. Not only do I love Banana's adorable demeanor, but I also love the beauty, the personality, and the commitment that anybody that takes care of hyacinth macaws have to go through. Huge respect. Hyacinth macaws, like the name suggests, are a beautiful blue color. Not exactly like the purple that hyacinth flowers are, but nonetheless, it's a beautiful cobalt blue. They also have a beautiful golden yellow around their eyes, their beak, and also on the sides of the tongues. They aren't yellow feathers, but it's skin. Fun fact, parrots use their tongue as another finger. It helps them move around the food in their beaks with their claws. They can also get up to 40 inches in length, and despite their length, hyacinth macaws generally only weigh about 3.5 pounds. The Lefebvre Company is a bird specialized company that takes care and makes food for hyacinth macaws like Banana and many other parrots as well. They are extremely smart and talented. They don't speak as much as cockatoos or African greys might, but they recognize words and they can say their name. They are also incredibly strong. The Animal Diversity Web goes into depth about how they love to destroy, and they can't be in a flimsy cage. They are also very loud. Like I said, they do not make conversations like African greys might, but they screech so loud. If you ever had one in a home, you would want to make sure or rethink that maybe I shouldn't have a hyacinth macaw if I have very close neighbors like in an apartment building. Like I said, they destroy and they need lots of enrichment. At Audubon Zoo, they make enrichment for all of their birds with paper streamers and toilet paper rolls and paper plates so they can rip it up, and also helps them sharpen their beak to keep it at a natural length. Not only are they strong and like to destroy, they love to, Banana specifically, she loves to destroy her cage. Many times she has torn through the metal netting and had to get her cage repaired. Speaking of Spruce Pets online, they have very in-depth instructions on how to take care of a hyacinth macaw as a pet. They are not easy. They are extremely expensive, and if you had one as a pet, their cage has to be very large and very indestructible with stainless steel and industrial grade metal. Speaking of, you can also not get a standard sized cage for a hyacinth macaw. It's better for them to have a room up to the size of a patio, not just because of their 40 inches in length, they also have a wingspan of about 50, and they need room to fly around. All birds do. They also have a life expectancy of about 50 years old in the wild and 60 and over in captivity. So if you thought a hyacinth macaw would only last about 15 years, you'd be wrong. They are a lifetime commitment. If you get one when you're young, they'll be with you until you're old. They are also not for beginners. Like I said, they are very expensive. Buying one can be about $5,000 to $10,000, but also they require a special diet of specific fruits and nuts like walnuts and coconuts to help give them enrichment for their beak, and also they have a special seed diet. So while I may be a big fan, and my photo album might also be a big fan because of how many pictures of Banana I have, I'm realistic that even if I wanted a bird like Banana as a pet, it's out of my budget and I would not be able to give her the care that she needs. So if you were ever thinking about getting a hyacinth macaw as a pet, I'd recommend to think twice. If you were to consider getting any type of bird as a pet, please think twice. They are so so needy. They need lots of care and time and energy and money. They're not easy. So I love making Banana my first and last stop whenever I go to Wings of the World. She's a fix because I won't have a bird like her for a while. But hopefully in the future, Banana will love me just as much as I love her. Or a bird like Banana.